Now then, how are you? Welcome to Super Sunday. We started the year off with a bang last week. Absolutely, totally, utterly smashed it. This week I'm going to break it up into different sections. Quality steak, general sale. We've got the joint section. We've got a slimmer section. And we've also got a slow cooker section and a bit of bulk. Today is going to be a beautiful sale. I'm going to jump straight in on the John Worsley ribeye, the John Worsley sirloin. We know where we are with these. These are consistent. We're keeping this steak beautiful for you. You get 4 for 15 quid. We've got the big Fred Flintstone sirloin chop, tenner a piece. Look at them.
A tenner this week.
Tenners. The T-bones are 15. Nice, thick cut, top quality. The restaurants are closed. Bring the restaurant to the living room. This is where I come in. We're going to keep with you. Lockdown is not all bad.
And Phil,
we're going to get through it.
The T-bones is the fillet and the sirloin together.
Fillet and the sirloin.
Just show us.
Well, that's your fillet. That's your sirloin. Nice little bit of a finisher fat. I'm going to be using some from Pearson's too. I've got some beautiful Côte de Buffs. That's the centre of a rib of beef. Look at them. This meat is really coming through exquisite because unfortunately, and I say unfortunately and I do mean it, you know, a lot of these wholesalers prepared for restaurants to be open, and unfortunately it's where it is. You know, big respect to all my friends at Mamma Mia's at Pontefract, Aldo's at Appley Bridge, digging in there and get these people supported, because I'll tell you now, when all this is done, I'm sure you'll go there and you'll be greatly received. So make sure you're supporting your local restaurants that are doing the takeaways.
Phil, with the Côte de Buffs, is that an oven job? Is that a pan job?
No, for me,
the
Côte de Buff needs searing, bringing up to room temperature. As we know with all steaks, we bring them up to room temperature outside, and then we're going to sear it to death and maybe flash roast it, pending on how you like it in middle. Some people are almost eating almost blue in middle now. We've got some real steak connoisseurs on board, and we're doing really well. Now, back with these. Look at these. These are my new invention.
Wow.
Steak LaBeoufs.
Steak LaBeouf.
The John Worsley ribeye in a garlic and herb glaze, a garlic butter dusting, and a proper garlic butter floret in middle. Absolutely outstanding.
The steak LaBeouf.
The £5 each. And then we've got my old mate Wagger's favourite, the Weeping Tiger!
There she is.
There she is! We love Wagger. The Waggersaurus, he loves it. £5 to go. Try them out, minimum 12 ounce, beautiful steaks. Now this week, I've got some commercial sirloins. What does commercial mean? They're from a smaller cattle, they're not from the Belgian blue. These will steak, they'll also roast. So if you want, there's an option on these are 60 quid each.
Yep.
For a full sirloin, there's an option of steak and joint. So what we'll do if we joint it, we'll take both ends off as a joint and we'll steak the middle for you. Your joints will come vacuum packed, your steaks will be separate. Now, looking at the Côte de Buff, there's a whole one. These are what they are, the Scottish, they're outstanding, beautiful like that. You can have a big monster piece for 60 quid also. That is
60 quid for the whole thing.
Please do me a favour, and I'm not going to mention any names because I think everybody in this job's doing well. Comparetheprice.com, go to some of those competitors. Champagne's quality, lemonade prices, Super Sundays about me sourcing the right gear and looking after you. We've got some great following now. We've got some in London, we've got plenty in Wales. I mean, the Welsh are really supporting us, and I was thinking we've got quite a bit in common. We both produce fantastic lamb. We love rugby. We love a beer. I mean, and let's face it, Welsh are just like Yorkshire people. We think there's only one place in the world, don't we? You think there's only Wales and we think there's only Yorkshire. So, you know what? I'm going to take my hat off to you. I like you a lot and you're getting a good support for us. I spoke to Mr. Holloway today. Couldn't tell a word what you were saying. You must be living deep Wales, you, but fair play to you. We're getting some great relationships going, and I really appreciate the demographic of what we're supplying at the moment. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and that's how it works.
It's crazy when we look on a Sunday morning, you see the live map of the website. It is literally all over the UK now.
It's a proper business. We're going to listen. Do we have those little faults? And we're trying to iron them out all the time. I've got a few little ways where we're improving now. We're trying as best, and we'll keep improving every week. This business is going to go as far as it can go, and I really appreciate your support. Now, my old pals are on again.
Hey.
I'm not going to lie to you, I'm sick at sight of them.
They are the best.
I want to take them off. I really do want to take them off, but I daren't.
It'd be like the White House. They'd come clambering over.
Yeah, they would.
Attacking you.
Old President Trump would be saying, whatever you do, don't riot, but go smash it in. All right. So, obviously, we're not allowed to call them Nando's chickens, so the peri-peri chickens.
Nando's peri-peri chickens.
Nando's peri-peri chickens, peri-peri style. The 3 for $5. They're just a little bonus ball. Now, let's move on to the joint section.
Joint section.
Sunday dinner club. Who's in? You know, let's put the phones away, get around table. There's not a right lot to be celebrating in a minute, but, you know, as long as you're in your bubble, get some people around, have a nice meal, put your phones away and your red wine bottles out, and have a great afternoon. So let me take you into these. I'm not going to waffle on too much. Nice sirloin roast there. Absolutely beautiful. Minimum 1.5 kilo. We're aiming for 1.5 to 1.8. This is top quality sirloin. It'll roast pink. Something else again that you want to be blasting in oven like Matt Healy showed us. Blast it in oven red hot, and then turn it down 160. Give it about an hour after that. Depending on how you like it, that'll cook well done. It'll cook pink. It'll cook any way you like it. It's top quality. And the added bonus is the $17.50 a joint and 2 for 30 quid. How's that for you? Pork loins. That's sirloin. Look, you can see same eyepiece, same demographic of what we're trying to do. Slice it straight across. £10 a joint. No problem whatsoever with them. £10 a joint. Now, half a Côte de Boeuf. If the big boy's too much for you, you can have half of one. I'm not going to penalise you. We're here to treat you, not cheat you. You know I love you. The 30 quid a joint. You can have a proper feast there. And I'm telling you, that is a piece of meat that's worth minimum 80 quid. If you don't believe me, that's fine. I understand that you probably think I'm a bit of a Del Boy waffling on, but I'm telling you, I only lie to my wife. Right. Minted lamb joints, you're going to get the fillet, they're a tenner. You're going to get the shank, they're a tenner. We have them on as standard. The signature lamb roast, minted and garlic, 20 quid a joint. Then we've done a signature sirloin roast. So that's got a garlic glaze on and it's crusted in fresh herbs. This one's got the pepper steak rub on the outside. Same price, $17.50, 2 for 30 quid. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Scottish ribeye joint, just check that out. Absolutely beautiful.
So
now
look at that.
This is what they call the butcher's joint.
Why do they call it that?
It's got a nice little bit of fat in it, a nice little bit of taste. It's not all fur coat and no knickers. It's absolutely out of this world. If I were taking a joint, I absolutely 100 million% guarantee you that's what I'd have. But that's why there's a crust on me, unfortunately. But absolutely beautiful. 20 quid a joint. Seeing is believing. It's Scottish as well. You can't go wrong. That's your joint section sorted for this week, but there's a little add-on. If you want a second meat, so you buy any joint you like from that section, I'm going to give you a gammon, which you can't lie, I'm not going to say it worth 15 quid, because it isn't, they're $7.99, but you get it as an add-on at a £5. So if you want a second meat, so you're going to have a sirloin and a gammon. I'm going to have a lamb and a gammon. I'm going to have a pork and a gammon. So if you want the add-on, it's only £5. If you want to buy it just on its own, it's $7.99. If you want an add-on, save 3 quid.
Pick that up, Phil, pick that up, because that, I'll tell you now, is perfect. Kids are off school, ham sandwiches, get it sliced up. It is absolutely unbelievable for kids.
Get into them. Proper ham sarnies. Proper ham banjos. What do you put it in? A bread cake, tea cake, balm? What do you like, eh? It's a good way to start an argument in Lancashire. Anyway, you like. Right, on to the Slimmers section, which I've been partaking in this
Bennett
week.
section.
Don't forget, keep watching, guys. We've got the weigh-in, the big weigh-in. We're accountable for actions.
How are you feeling? Do you feel heavier or lighter than last week, honestly?
Well, I've been talking to Chev Walker, who's my mentor, chief worker, and personal nutritionist, which comes in handy, you know. One of the coaches at Rhino's probably going to go on to be one of the best coaches of all time. He's been helping me out, and he said, don't be surprised this week if you get on them scales in front of your mates and you put weight on.
Why?
Do you want me to tell you bluntly? Yeah. Because you've been such a greedy bugger over the reason you're 20-odd stone, 24 stone or whatever it is because you've obviously been abusing what you've been putting in your body. So now that you've stopped putting all that in your body, you've drastically cut it down, you're not having 14 pints a day anymore, your body will be clinging on to whatever you've put in. And he reckons after 14 days, that's when you'll start dropping off. So at the moment, your body's saying, wait a minute, where's all that food? It's going to keep on. I haven't been on scales yet. I'd never tell porcupines. But yeah, I'll be deadly honest with you, I'm really shitting myself about it. So, but I promise you this, I have stayed off beer, I have been doing loads of walking, and I have been eating a lot less. I am absolutely dying
He's
for
starving.
Mum, I went in on Sunday, Mum says your Yorkshire pudding's in them. And I'm like, had to have meat and veg. But anyway, get on with the sale. Right,
Yeah.
Shut talking, Phil. Christ's sake. Bacon medallions. I know last week there's a few people who got packs of bacon instead of these. You're getting actually more, you just cut all fat off. I'm really sorry about that, but bacon medallions, totally eye-piece medallion like that. That's the amount you get for a tenner. So that'll come vacuum packed. Slimmer's sausage. One of the problems we've had with Slimmer's sausage, and I tell you, I always tell the truth, I'm trying to improve all the time. It's been coming vat packed, getting knocked about in box. So I've decided to put them in these for you. Come like that for you. So hopefully, you know, every single week we're trying to cut down on as problems, and that's going to be one of them. So what you're going to get is 3 packs of sausage. You can even have the tomato and herb or the chicken and herb. They're both chicken based, no fat in them at all. I'll tell you now, when you cook them, no comes out of them. You get 3 packets like that for a tenner, £3 in weight for a tenner. That's your Slimmer's sausage. Slimmer's stir fry with the salt and pepper on, no problem whatsoever. £4 in weight for a tenner.
It's great, that.
Beautiful, really versatile, gets you through. Extra lean steak mince. I've also got the extra lean stewing steak. Stewing steak and mince, same thing, PAD, no fat. People, I've got to make you understand this. It's totally red there because it's oxygenated. Oxygenated, it's like your blood is blue. When oxygen hits it, it'll turn into red. So it's same with meat. Once that's vacuum packed and you take oxygen away from it, it'll go a lot darker. It might almost look like a brown colour to you. We get a few people ringing in complaining, saying it's not right. But trust me, that is, give it a chance, cook it. You know, I'm telling you, it can't be no else. It's PAD'd, totally lean beef minced. The end. Turkey steaks, turkey mince. 5 turkey steaks for £7.50. £3 in weight of turkey mince for a tenner. Really good. Well, we're really surprised how much turkey mince we sold. Really surprised. And, you know, the flavoured one didn't go as good as I thought it would, but we took it off this week. We'll just stick with this. We've got turkey skewers in salt and pepper, 10 for a tenner. We've got chicken in garlic and herb. They're 10 for a tenner also. There's no mixing and matching, because I'll tell you something else we're doing. We're getting a few where we're mixing and matching, and then there's a couple more mistakes. We're keeping it simple this week, and we're going to have no complaints. We're going to get it right. Right. Medallion pork steaks, minted on pork. Trust me, it's next level.
Is it that good? I've not tried that.
It's beautiful. I'm telling you. Why do we only have mint on lamb? I don't get it. We only have turkey at Christmas. We have lamb at Easter. We say it's absolutely beautiful. We have a lovely gammon at Christmas to say. I'm telling you, that mint glaze, it's beautiful. I have it on my toothpaste. But I'm telling you, anywhere around this week, a little treat for you. I'm not going to mess you about. You get 10 for a £5.
10 for a £5.
Yeah, and there's no mixing and matching, but it's 10 for a £5. The great on slimming thing. Try them.
Got gyros as well on there.
Gyros kebabs, which is chicken, peri peri, or there's the salt and pepper. Peri peri or salt and pepper, 2 for a tenner. So that's your Slimmers section this week. Obviously on the website we've got a Slimmers packs as well, but if you're just wanting to buy, try that. Right, commercial sirloin. Like you're seeing up there in the piece, we're going to steak them. It's a right special offer for you. These are absolutely beautiful. Look at them. Have a little treat.
Today's special offer, the big
It
one.
is, I'd say this is a belter. So we're going to call them minimum 240 gram. But you're going to get nice steaks like that, and we're going to do you 10 for a purple one. 20 quid.
10 for 20
10
quid.
for 20. Come on, ladies, 10 for 20. That's what I used to do at market all the time. You should have your arms, your legs, and your knickers in the air at that price, my love. So try them, 10 for 20. Right, beautiful lamb. I told you, lamb's at its best this time of year. Nice little crust of fat, nice big eyepiece. I've just glazed back with that garlic and herb, and I've put a herb crust on it. Absolutely outstanding. They're $6.99 each, which may seem like a little bit of an investment, but how much are they at a restaurant? So, you know, really nice. Bit of work goes into them, but you know, we're going to absolutely regret it when we get an order for 300 of them on Monday morning. But never mind, that's the nature of the beast. Right, we're going to move on to the slow cooker section. It's that time of year. It's absolutely brass monkeys, as we say in Yorkshire. Absolutely freezing. So you get your slow cookers out, you bang it in the morning, and it's ready at night. A simple way of cooking. Any younger people who are not sure on how to cook meat, if you start with your slow cooker and leave it in all day, this type of meat you will not go wrong. Add your gravy to it, add your veg with about 4 hours to go. Be absolutely outstanding. And what we've got for you is what we call a rustic stew. So you're going to get 3 pound in weight. So you'll get stewing steak and a couple of lumps of oxtail. Now them lumps of oxtail, when you bubble them away in slow cooker, just make the most outstanding taste. When you get oxtail soup from Heinz, there ain't even that much oxtail in it. You try having a stew with that in, and I promise you'll taste the difference. And Fido will love bone afterwards. Just telling you, outstanding. And if you like oxtail, I've got a little treat for you. Oxtail on its own, 4 pound in weight for a tenner. We're trying to introduce a few more West Indian and black people to the group because we like that. I've got loads and loads of black customers when I were in Leeds Market. I used to look after them and a pleasure doing it. So this week I've got oxtail. We're going to have a bit of mutton on. We're going to try some different stuff. And if anybody wants to cook me any of that lovely jerk chicken, oxtail with dumplings, all that, when I've lost 22 kilo, absolutely fine. But how are you, Mrs. Fishley? All right, from Chapeltown? Sound. So, 3 pound in weight for a tenner for the rustic stew, 4 pound in weight for a tenner on oxtail, braising steak. So obviously you cook this slow in oven or slow cooker. You get 3 pound in weight for a tenner. So that'll be about 2.5 of them big lumps like that for a tenner. Maybe, let me just check that. I know I should know, but sometimes I just get lost with what I'm doing. Yeah, 2.5. So we're aiming for 1.3, and there's like 1.6 there. So yeah, I won't far out. So 3 pound in weight of braising for a tenner, ideal for slow cooking. Brisket joints. Whoosh. You can do it the traditional way and have it with gravy, or you could do it in slow cooker. Leave it long enough to pull. You put barbecue sauce, brown sauce, Worcester sauce in, a little bit of gravy granules too, and do pulled beef. If you've ever done pulled beef, that is the one. I know Simo's been doing it on smoker.
Yep.
I'm trying to do a deal with a guy at the moment who's going to make some smokers. We're going to sell them, get people smoking.
Summer smoking, it's the best thing ever.
This is what they call a Rands joint. So remember that time when I told you about the lat? When you see that guy in the gym with big back on him like that, that's the lat. So I've portioned it down. That's what they call a joint of LMC, or in past days, it was called Rands beef. A lot of different cuts, but it's a really nice cut, slow cooked, beautiful meat. Tenner a joint. Give it a try. Beef short ribs, outstanding. Come back on the market. Hotels are shut, hospitality's shut. A lot of these beef short ribs go into high class places. Absolutely beautiful. And when I tell you, you get 5 like that, won't come under this size. You're getting 5 like that for a tenner.
5 for a tenner?
Yeah, fill your boots on them, because I'll tell you now, it's a bit of a one-off. I've only got 2,750 kilo or so. But we're going to have a go with it. So 5 for a tenner. I've done them in the Alabama sauce, and I've done them plain. So you can do them plain or with them, add your gravy, add your barbecue. Look, a lot of really, really, really good American recipes for beef short ribs. They'll love them over there. Outstanding. Right, the proper doner, the sensation, the one, the only. Salt and pepper, minted, Alabama, and garlic and herb. It's going to start coming to you like this.
You fixed it.
Well, I'm sick and tired of people. I mean, to me, honestly, if it comes and that's like that, what difference does it make? It's still beautiful in there, but I listen to you. I'm trying to stop. I just want to make friends. Oh, I love and peace. Come on. Let's have a little bit of etiquette. So you're going to get this. Your meat's inside. You take your stick. You take it out. You put it down middle, as you were. I want you to make sure this goes in the dishwasher and reuse it, because I don't want to be adding to pollution and recycling. So make sure you use it. An hour at 180. Yes, it's an hour at 180, and Alabama's not spicy. It tastes a bit barbecuey. So I get to answer that 17,000 times a week as well. The fillet steak half-pound burgers, 6 for a tenner. They've been going really, really well. And I could also put them into slimming if I want, because there's note comes out of them when you cook them. I've had a few of them this week. I just had to ditch the chips, mayonnaise, cheese, bread cake, thick shake that goes with it. Sorry, bacon. I had to get rid of all that. I just had like a burger with lettuce instead of bread and closed my eyes. But anyway, that's that. Some New Zealand fillets for you. 1.8 kilo, very special price on them, £22.50. Now, you can steak these, the will steak. They haven't got a big eyepiece on them, but the will steak. What I'd do them as a little treat, I'd either have them as a joint or I'd do a beef Wellingtons with them. Let's see who does best beef. Tell you what we'll do. Whoever does best beef Wellington with them this week, right, sends it in. I'm not going to judge it. Simo's going to judge it.
I'll judge it.
And whoever gets best one, I'm going to send you another next week. How's that? And that's a promise. I guarantee you. Has he been on to us yet? We've got Hot Tub.
I ain't heard up from him, not yet.
Right, well, let me tell you, what was his name? The guy who won the Hot Tub,
we need some
which
pictures.
Simo's getting out now.
Yeah.
If you don't claim by this week, we're going to redraw it, because you've got Hot Tub coming. Come on. And you're supposed to be getting it for a week, and I'm going to tell him it's 2 weeks once it's put in your garden. So, who won it? Have we found out?
I'm finding out now,
Whole pork loins, 20 quid a piece, standard. Now, these little babies went like hotcakes. They've come back on market. Something else that normally goes into restaurants, corn-fed chickens. Now, obviously the yellow, because they're corn-fed, but that gives you a really sweet, different taste of chicken. It tastes a lot sweeter. You can feel that corn inside it. Really, really good quality. They are £5 each or 3 for £12. Really good quality pieces. If you like chicken and you like something a bit different, try them. Outstanding. And then there's a bit of a curveball. So one of my suppliers has been left with these. These are fresh frozen oven-ready turkeys from Christmas. Granted, they're dated till June 2001. They have been frozen.
2021.
Yeah, 2021, is that what I said?
2001 you said.
Oh, no, 2021. They've been frozen, so when they come to you, they will be defrosting. So you're going to have to thaw it and eat it. But as you can see, the monsters. Because people are only allowed 6 in-house this year, or no more than big groups, obviously the big turkeys, and he's left with them. The bonus for you is, they're a tenner.
A tenner each.
So they are what they are, but there's a bloody lot of meat there for 10 quid. And there's absolutely no reason for anyone to go hungry. If I don't sell them, I'm going to cook them and go hand them out in the middle of Leeds for homeless, because it'd be a shame. But, you know, bloody lot of meat there for a tenner. I've got the signature bacon that I'm waiting on arrival. So in on display, I've got signature bacon, a tenner a pack. We've got the lamb rumps that are standard, minted plain and garlic. They're 3 for 12 quid. And we've got lamb steaks that are 6 for a tenner. So they're on the sale also, but I can't show you them today. It's been a little bit tight with stock. We've got a fantastic sale on here. We've got your slimmers, your slow cooker, your joints, your exquisite steaks. I'm telling you now, now's the time to buy meat. So let your eyes be your judge, let your pocket be your guide. Use your, even if you don't use me, use your local butcher. I'm your local butcher nationwide. If you don't want to come out, get it delivered to the door. But let me stand on this. That butcher down road who stood there wanting to supply his customers, use him as well. Remember, don't have meat nightmares. Use your local butcher. Leave them supermarkets out.
Right, Phil, Paul Deary is the man.
Paul Deary? Who knows Paul Deary? For Christ's sake, you've got an hot tub coming. I know it's a bit cold, but aim when you get in them.
Time to the weigh-in, mate. Are you ready?
Well, you've got to have accountability, haven't you? And accountability is something that, you know, I've put the weight on, I've eaten like a greedy pig, so I've got to face up to what it's about. And some people need to understand that they're going to have to face up to something as well.
Go on,
just hope that you've got the minerals to do that, like I have.
153.3 kilos last week.
153 points.
153. We're looking for, it's like It's like a game show. Is it up? Is it down? 183.3. Let's have a look. Roll up, roll up. Philip Bennett.
Come on.
Come on. Here she is. Drum roll. 151.4. 151.1. 151.1. There it is.
How many is that I've lost?
You've got 2.2 kilos.
So 20 more to go, and we've got a decision to make, haven't we?
2.2 kilos. 2.2.
So, 20 kilo to go, and apparently, as my mate chef says, it's going to fly off next week. This week we're hard bit. So, we're going to keep going. We're going to stick together. Thank you so much for listening to me. Enjoy the sale.
Outstanding. Well done.
Take care. See you next week.